Good evening, everyone. My name is Prakash Patil. I am a sales director at Taoglas, India. Today, I am going to talk about transforming the future of mobility, basically, and basically the impact of electric, connected, and autonomous vehicles. So, specifically, I'll do talk more on the RF importance on electric, connected, and autonomous vehicle ecosystem. So, can we have next slide? Okay. Okay. So, firstly, I'll inform you everyone about what is Taoglas. Okay. So, Taoglas is basically an antenna and the RF components manufacturer. We actually started from Taiwan. We founded in 2004, and our Keynote is founded on antenna scale for connectivity. So, we are amongst the very few and old RF companies in the world. Uh, we have the antennas and RF components that is very crucial for connected and electric and autonomous vehicle ecosystem. So why would someone select Taoglas? Taoglas is a very old company in the industry. We have 20 plus years of experience in antennas and the RF components. So with our expertise, we can definitely help the ecosystem to make sure that the connectivity is reliable and you have the seamless connectivity for all your applications. So how Taoglas can help impact future of mobility? So whenever I think about future of mobility, I could only think about connected, electric and autonomous vehicles. And when we talk about all these three verticals, antenna and the connectivity is the key parameter for this. So Taoglas helps you to make sure the reliable connectivity with our expertise throughout these years. We are pioneers in bringing all the new technologies to the world. We were the first ones to bring the 5G MM wave beam steering antennas. So we got tie-up with a lot of telco operators in US when it was started, when the discussion started happening around the MM wave for 5G. We were the first ones to bring the antenna technology to the world. Eventually, the MM wave gone up, and then the people started adopting sub 6 gigahertz for the commercial. There were many factors behind that, like infrastructure was costlier and it was not reliable connection as well. So I think yes, so commercially we ended up into the sub 6 gigahertz. This is our global presence. As I said, we started from Taiwan with a very small office. We started from one GNSS antenna. Now we are spanning across 7 plus global locations with 300 plus employees. The recent addition is we started our office in India, Ahmedabad. So we have started 2 offices basically there. So one caters for the services, test services, which is one of the first in India. Nobody else is having this kind of facility in India at the moment. So I'm very much thankful to all our Taoglas owners that they took this call, and we became the first one to have this kind of setup in India. Now, whenever people think about Taoglas, they always think about the quality, and earlier it used to be a cost also. So whenever they think about Taoglas, they will think that Taoglas is very expensive. So with the Made in India approach now, we have also catered that problem. But yes, Taoglas main pillar is the quality. So we focus more on the quality. We make sure that 100% of our products are tested on the production line as well as before it gets packed. We make sure that we also follow the environmental sustainability. So most of our products are having REACH and ROHS compliance. All of our facilities are ISO certified. I think we are also in pipeline to get our India facility ISO certified very soon. Most of our products gets manufactured in Taiwan. So our Taiwan facility is also IATF certified, which is the backbone of any automotive requirement, I would say. I would briefly take you what is antenna, because most of the times people are think what is antenna. So antenna is a metal structure which basically converts the electrical energy into electromagnetic wave and vice versa. So it's a dual communication. You send it and you receive it. So the importance of antenna in communication system is very crucial, because it defines how reliable your communication system is going to be. So when I started in this industry, I found that people was not so much concerned about antenna selection. Antenna was always used to be a last sector, last part to be selected in the ecosystem. And that's where we started facing the challenges, because antenna is something which has to be thought when you start designing any device. Why? Because the moment you think about any requirements, right, then you have to link it to the antenna specifications. You have to think about the antenna size. You have to think about where you are going to place the antenna. And all those are the questions where Taoglas helps you, where we are there to handle you, to take you through the seamless journey of your RF experience. Antennas are having different topologies as per applications. So we have been working with a quite lot of applications in India. So automotive is also one of that. In automotive, we are working with several applications like telematics, where we use internal antennas. Depending on the applications, people can select the external antennas as well. And as I said, antenna integration and RF testing is the key part, and where Taoglas is there to help you from the start of your project. Since this function is about connected and electric vehicles, right, what all are the applications where antenna plays as the major role? So what I can think is ADAS, EV charger, infotainment, telematics, park assist, TPMS, dashcam, key fob, and BMS. These are the major applications which we have worked throughout these years. Again, as I said, whatever application is there, right, which needs to be connected on cloud or which needs to be controlled remotely, needs an antenna or needs any RF communication, where again the antenna is a key parameter to be selected. So we are there to handle all our automotive partners. Taoglas products in a glance is like this. We have embedded antennas, external one, audio. We have recently added the RJ45 magnetics. We have come up with the quad Fakra connector, which you can see in the down. This is predominantly because of 5G is coming, right? Lot of antennas you need to have embedded on your devices. So when you talk about 5G, you need 4 5G channels. And if you think, right, you are using 4 different connectors for cellular connection, it makes your system very complex and very much consumed. So this quad Fakra can make sure that within the small form factor, you can accommodate a lot of antennas on there. So this is the reason why we introduced the quad Fakra last year. We also have the cable assemblies, brackets, and RF components, which is again, the RF components will include the duplexers, then the analog front end, which is required for the GNSS systems. This is a overall glance of the Taoglas antenna portfolio. So we have the embedded, external, combination, terminal, and the wall mount. So whenever we think about the telematics application, moreover people would go for the embedded antennas because they wanted to make the device IP67, 69. But yes, somehow they would also feel that if it will perform good or no. Yes, we are there to support you, but if you haven't selected us and you have given the provision for external antennas, even we can help you with our external antennas there. Combination antenna is something which I would say, again, a topology where you have the single enclosure, right, mounted on your device, and you have a multiple connections coming in for various applications. So these combinations antennas can have one AM, FM, maybe GNSS, maybe Wi-Fi. You take the name and we can have it there in the combi antennas. Terminal antennas is the traditional one, which you can see in all the routers, data loggers. So we also have that. And wall mount antennas again can be used for the small cell networks. Now in India, the advantage is, as I said, we have the world-class lab in India, and we are the first one to have this kind of lab setup. Whenever you are talking about a product to be rolled out in US market, you need to go for the carrier certification. Now this is where Taoglas can handle you, because we have the 20+ years of experience of getting the devices certified for US market. So we help you for the selection of the antennas, integration of the antennas. We can do the passive testing of the antennas inside your device. People will tell why it would need, right? We have the data sheet, we can go through the values and we can go from there. But it's not like that. The moment you put antennas inside your enclosure, the overall performance, what you can see on the data sheet, it gets reduced by more than half, more than 50%. So it is very much crucial that you have to keep antennas inside your enclosure and then try to find out what are the efficiencies, gain, and the other crucial parameters, whatever values are coming, that you have to check. If it's acceptable, then you can go for the final active testing, where we do the device turn on and we do the final testing of the active parameters. So passive and active testing is one of the services which we provide from our India office. We also provide Gerber review, simulation, and the OTA testing, and also the custom antenna development if it needs to. And last but not the least, like we have started Make in India approach, so we have started manufacturing antennas locally in India. So we design, develop, and also we supply antennas to you in a Make in India approach. With this, we could be competitive at the moment. We also have the controlled lead times, and yes, we can assure the quick design and prototyping support for you. I'll quickly take you through a very good use case. Okay, I was working with one EV two-wheeler manufacturer in the past. They used antennas, GPS active antenna inside their enclosure, and they didn't consulted any of the RF expert earlier. Okay, they just use it. Everything was going good till they were doing the lab testing. The moment they started going for the field trial, they started facing the challenges. Everyone was scratching the head. Nobody was aware what was the culprit over there. They consulted us. We also gave them some samples because that's how we go. We also gave them some samples. The same pattern continues. Good in lab testing, bad in field trial. Then we took the devices to our lab. We did the tests. We also did the field trial. And then we got to know that the antenna was not very friendly to the module. The antenna what they selected is a two-stage LNA. So considering that this should give them the better performance. However, the module which they had selected was having a chipset which was not supporting that kind of LNA, which was saturating the module. And nobody could trace this question earlier, trace this issue earlier. So we could trace this issue. We asked customer to go for a single stage LNA which would marry with the specs of the chipset. We designed a single stage LNA for them. We worked on the noise figure. There was another problem that there was a very huge cable running in from the components which was inducing the noise into the antenna. We also asked them to go with another cable which was having a very good level of shielding. With all these things in place, they could start getting the good performance on field. So I would say this is not something which comes always out of textbooks, right? This is always coming from the experience, and that's where Taoglas can help you, right? To make sure that your journey becomes smooth throughout the way. So I'll not take much time. I think we have already over the time. But any question and answers, please you may proceed.